Hey, hello everyone. Welcome. Finally, welcome to what do you call this? Oh yeah, me reacting to Cyberpunk 2077 Night City Wire with you guys, obviously, the subs. Now the actual event will start in about 19. I mean, let's say 20 minutes. I'm waiting right now, and I'm really excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited. At the same time, I don't want to bring my what do you call it? I don't want to bring my expectations up too high so that I wouldn't get disappointed. But still, yeah, I'm very excited. How do I see the views of this? I barely use Twitch. Okay, what is starting in 9 minutes? So, oh, this is Summer Game Fest. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch it on the official Twitch page of 3D Project Red. Also, give me a second here. Hmm. All right. 18 minutes left. I mean, I really am excited. It's been a long. It's been really, really long. I was actually supposed to play this game in like April this year. Unfortunately, you guys know the delay, and then they had a second fucking delay, which pissed me off. But I do understand COVID-19 and shit. Let me play some background music while we wait for this. Wait, let turn on the sound first. Okay, that's not good background music. How about this one? This sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty chill. Okay, this sounds makes you feel nostalgic and shit. If you guys want to know what song this is, it's Broy Paradise. Hopefully the song is not copyrighted, because if it is, I'm fucked. I guess I have to like talk over it, so that if I do get so that if they do want to copyright claim me or whatever, they can. I mean, they wouldn't be able to because I know I have commentary over it and shit. Yeah. So yeah, 17 minutes. I'll put full screen. Yeah. This is the first time I'm actually reacting to one of the Cyberpunk stuff, like actually live. I usually don't do that. Every time when I react to like, let's say, a trailer. Oh, wait, can I check whether it's copyrighted or not? Well, usually when you want to check if anything's copyrighted, you press show more, and then you'll see whether it's copyrighted or not. They will show it here. I'll give you an example here. Give me a sec. A lot of songs are copyrighted, and that's how you find out that it's actually copyrighted and stuff. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, this song. Okay, this song is Petters on the Low by Donkey. And if you see this thing, music in this video by blah 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 blah, that's how you know the video is copyrighted, copyright claimed. So the video I showed you guys just now, this one does not have it. It doesn't have that thing. So it's not a copyright claimed. I mean, it's not really. It's okay, I guess. Also, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So usually when I stream my quote unquote reactions to trailers and stuff, the trailers are already out there and I've already seen the trailer. It's just me reacting with you guys. This time it's not my genuine reaction. This time I'm actually going in raw with no rubber. I'm like actually watching it live. So my reactions will all be genuine. You guys are gonna get some actual genuine reactions. Hopefully some stuff actually, brings out a great reaction out of me, because I'm pretty excited for this. But like I said, pretty excited, but at the same time, I shouldn't bring my expectations up too high, because that ain't good. So let me put this song. Raining in Osaka. You guys can, you guys can check this out. Not copyrighted so far. Yep, not copyrighted. And they put the source, the source for all of the music artists, their SoundClouds for each beat. Lo-fi hip hop is really good, man. Okay, shouldn't put it too loud. Okay, that's the loudest it can go. God damn it. Okay, that's better. What kind of genre is the song? Lo-fi hip hop. That's the genre. Alright, 14 minutes to go, boys. Give me a second, I need to burp. Excuse me. 14 minutes. If you guys wanna, we can talk about Cyberpunk stuff. So I'm really excited. Copyright looking with Ronald shoulder be like, I'm actually okay with getting copyright claimed, as long as it's not a copyright strike. Like, I'm streaming not to get money. Like, this stream is not like a stream where I want to get donations or anything. But if you wanna slide me $1 or $2, make sure you use the Streamlabs thing. So anyway, I actually just want to stream my reaction, and also it's kind of like a hangout thing since I don't have that many friends in real life. So I want to hang out with you guys and react to it with you guys. Hopefully it'll be a great thing. And I'm really excited, by the way. Really, 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 really excited. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of my streams are just like just hanging out. It's a good thing because I guess it gives out like a genuine vibe. Like, hey, this guy is actually interacting to his chat, and like he's not just like only reading out. He's not only talking to people because they donate to him or anything. He actually talks to the chat. That's the good part about my streams. The bad part is that the reason why I'm like talking to you guys all like. The reason why I'm so friendly is because I don't have that many friends in real life. I used to have a lot of them when I was in school, but then school once I finished school, and since I'm an introvert, I don't really like to go out and socialize that much. I do have a few friends that I socialize with, but now with quarantine and all that, I can't really hang out with them. So instead I hang out with you guys. Whether it's in Discord or in streams. I personally enjoy the streams way more because the attention is on me. Anyway, yeah, I like this. I really like this kind of like interaction we guys can have, where I put this like chill music in the background, and then like we can just like chill and talk to each other. It feels really, really wholesome, and like I guess you can. I don't want to say this line, but I'll probably say it anyway. The cheesy line, no amount of money can buy this bond we share right now. Just talking, you and me. Me just reading the chat and actually talking to each other. Yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm talking to just strangers online. It actually feels like I'm talking to my friends. Actually, no, it's not like I'm talking to my friends, because if I'm talking to my friends, I'll probably call you a cunt right now. Because I that's how I am with my friends, I'm the type that likes to swear a lot around them, be like, hey, suck my dick, and then he's like, okay, then I'll be like, oh shit, stop. That's pretty gay. Never mind, just hanging out with the homies. And now with you guys, it really feels like we have a bond here, a special bond. And the music's really helping this, isn't it? And boy, oh boy, we have 11 minutes to go. I'm pretty excited, and I like that right now, since I have a lot of enthusiasm, I'm actually able to talk.
Howdy, stranger.
Without even like stuttering that much. I'm not really pausing. I don't sound bored. I actually sound happy. Hey, would you look at that? I actually sound happy. That's why I can talk a lot. Like, a lot of YouTubers, they would like put up this fake persona that like as if they're always happy. PewDiePie used to do that all the time, and then he finally said that he doesn't like doing that anymore. So for me, I'm really bad at making a fake persona, so a lot of my videos I sound like a depressed instead. But I'm not depressed, just demotivated. But now, finally, in this stream, I finally feel happy talking to you guys and all that. And you know, since Cyberpunk is like my favorite thing for now. Oh boy, 10 minutes left, boys. Isn't that what everyone does with people? You just tend to be relaxed and no problem with anyone. Yeah. When you're with friends, you go all out. Yeah, that's why, Eric. That's one of the biggest reasons why I always tell you guys to
That's crazy.
I always tell you guys to don't change your name or don't change your profile picture, because one problem I have is bad memories. I have a bad memory, I mean. So that if you change your profile picture and your name, I'll be like, I won't remember you unless like you mention your name. Like Twilight Saika, she used to be Kaylin Midna, and I remember Kaylin because she's a really loyal subscriber. She watches my Neo Automata videos and stuff. So yeah, I really like this bond we share now, and I don't really want to lose it. Like, who knows? I get too famous to the point where my chat is like filled with to the point where my chat is like having 100 people in it, so I can't really, you know, where it just get. Oh wait, I might just activate slow mode on. If that happens, yeah, I can still do that. Hell yeah. So I can still talk to you guys despite having like 100 people on stream. Yeah, I am really happy right now. It's been a really long time, man. It's been a really long time since I've been genuinely happy like this. Like, seriously, it's been so long since I've been happy, you know. Every time something good happens in my life. Hey Ronald, what do you plan to do for a 50k milestone? Not much. I'm just gonna stream and chill with you guys. That's the thing that brings me happiness, to be honest. Yeah. Oh yeah, what was I saying again? God damn it, I have a bad memory. So like this bond we share and all that. God damn it, Bucket interrupted me now. I forgot what I was saying. I said something like I'll get sad if. Nah, what was I saying again? God damn it. God damn it, what was I saying? This is what I was talking about, my shitty memory. God damn, if Cyberpunk becomes real, the first thing I'm gonna do is to like put in a memory chip in my brain. Like 1 million terabytes or whatever. I don't know, what was I talking about? Can you guys remember? Yeah, I'm really happy talking to you guys and all that. Yeah, 7 minutes left, boys. Oh yeah, what I was saying was that every time something bad, something good happens, something bad also happens to me. Like when the first time I bought a second monitor so I can stream like quote unquote professionally now. Once I did that, I was so excited. I was like, holy shit, I can play a game on my right monitor. I can look at a video on the left monitor, and like I can play a game on the right one, and I can look at my stream chat on the left one, which I'm currently doing right now, and all that. I was so happy, and then voila, 3 days later, I tried to pirate the One Punch Man game. My entire computer gets fucking corrupted. I lose all of my game save files and all that. And then like me going like streaming every single day, being happy about how I'm like making 2 videos a day, being kind of proud that I'm actually working a little, and then boom, mid-stream I get demonetized for a second time as well. Excuse me. Every single time I like something good happens to me, something bad also hits me in the back of the head. So hopefully this time nothing bad happens, man. I want this to be a genuinely happy moment for me. Also, yeah, I feel more bonded with the squad: Ronald, Miku, Affid, Salty, Weeb, Poimer, Bucket, Gabriel, Nathan. They're my friends. Me too, Eric. But at the same time, in real life, I only have like 2 or 3 people that I genuinely call my friends. Like in IRL friends. Only 3 people, and they're all genuine dudes. What about the ASMR channel? I actually give me a second. I'll show you guys a preview here. I mean, I won't show you guys, but I will oh, I will play some preview. It's the Kira Yoshikage ASMR thing. I've already recorded it, but I'm so lazy to actually edit the video. So that recording was so fucking hard because I didn't realize how difficult Japanese pronunciation actually was. So I was struggling the fuck out of myself. Where is it? Did I lose it? There it is. Nice poem, Sook. Alright, so let me just play. It's gonna be cringy a little bit. Oh fuck, that's gay as fuck. I actually had to record it in parts because I was so bad at it. I couldn't read the entire thing in one go. So let's see which one starts first. Yeah, that's just a little bit of it. So yeah, I've been working on that. Hey, we have 27 viewers on a Cyberpunk stream. Do you guys know how happy that makes me? Usually in the streams that I'm like really happy about, I get like 10. If I'm lucky, I get 20 viewers. This time I'm getting 27, and I really like that. I'm really happy about that. Oh, formerly known as Kalen. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you missed my wholesome rant there. Yeah, but I guess this is a wholesome moment where I feel really happy that we have. Okay, now it's gone down to 25, but it doesn't matter. That's still more than the average. Feel so happy that finally, like, I wouldn't say original content, but I would say my favorite content is finally getting some attention. So yeah. It's okay, Twilight Psycho. Should I call you Psycho? I'll call you Psycho. Oh, 2 more minutes, boys. I'm getting pretty excited here. Had to take a piss twice, like half an hour ago, so that I wouldn't have to, you know, have a piss break. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, I'm getting pretty excited, boys. I keep saying boys. Hopefully not, because I'm really like I postponed my college. I want to finish playing Cyberpunk 2077 and then go to college. That's my goal actually for now. And don't worry, I'll try to, since I have a laptop, I'll try to make some videos despite being in college. Might be streams and maybe not streams, because I might have a roommate and they wouldn't like me streaming. 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. Gonna turn this on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, 45 seconds. 40 seconds. 39, 38. I'm not gonna count from 30. Oh boy. I never said why I didn't quit on January 2020. It's because I wasn't going to quit. I thought that that was different when in 2019 when I made that video. Never mind, I'll mention it another time. We have 10 seconds left, boys. Oh boy. Oh boy. Full volume, boys. 3, 2, 1. Is it lagging? Jesus. Oh boy.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Stepping up here with the stakes.
Alright, hopefully this song isn't copyrighted. Night City Wire. Hell yeah.
Hello and welcome to this, the very first episode of Night City Wire, a brand new series from us at CD Projekt Red where we'll be talking about all things Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
For today's episode, we'll be starting with a brand new trailer.
Ooh.
One of our developers will be joining us to help unpack everything you're going to see.
I followed this
We'll
guy on
have some
Twitter.
news, an announcement about a secret collaboration. We'll be taking a look at some braindance gameplay
have new
and welcoming
characters here,
back
boys.
our developers just to have a chat about everything you're going to see. But there is one more thing. Media all over the world have been getting hands-on with Cyberpunk 2077, and when this episode finishes, you'll be able to go and check out exactly what they thought. So, let's get started. It is time to take a look at our brand new trailer, and after that, our lead quest designer Pavel Sasko will be joining us because I've got a feeling you're going to have a few questions after watching this.
Yep. Why
so,
did you delay it twice?
Let's take a look.
I wanted to play it right now, man.
Love this town. The city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on.
City like any other.
This is
It's
Cyberpunk.
Nah, mano. Not just any other city. Legends
so
are born
good.
here.
The legend begins.
The major leagues. We're only here because
Oh,
Dex
boy.
is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near anything.
Unless you catch a bullet.
Even
Police
then,
brutality.
you go out with a
Nice.
bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig, Dex? You meant to come out in one piece?
I like Jackie
How
already.
about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Jobs to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a court.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ching, baby.
All
Goes
of this
without
is like
saying,
gameplay
we do
footage.
this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
Eat lead, assholes!
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof. Get your ass moving now!
What the fuck just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high! Time to bail!
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
This feels more like a movie trailer, to be honest. It looks more like a movie trailer.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Game risky, V.
Oh,
And
no.
you, who are you?
Oh, fuck. Johnny.
Fuck.
So the trailer contains footage from the game's prologue only, but there was an awful
Only
lot
the
in it.
prologue?
So Pavel, why don't you try and help us
Only the
unpack
prologue.
everything that we just saw?
That's all.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely, I can try. So, what you have just seen is only the prologue of the game.
This is
So
amazing.
That awesome stuff is only happening in the first few quests. What the trailer shows you is really our stage, the Night City. You know, this gigantic
It
city
looks
built of
amazing.
6 completely unique
This is what I
districts,
imagine Cyberpunk to
surrounded
be
by
like.
the 7th one that we call the Badlands. As a player, you are meeting Jackie. Jackie's your
Blue,
friend. Now,
purple,
they
all of
together
it. I love it,
are
man.
trying to reach out for something that is very precious. They are trying to reach out for this chip of immortality, this gateway to eternal life. Jackie introduces you to Fixer Dexter Deshawn. He's a very important person in the social ladder of Cyberpunk. He is able to provide the player with various jobs and contracts to be able to gather money, to be able to modify their bodies, push themselves to the limits, to put their hands on the chip. But
Dude, I love this.
as you can expect, not everything goes as planned, and but to see it, you will have to play the game.
Yep, it is worth waiting
There
for.
are an awful lot
Why
of
not?
really cool things in this trailer, and there's a few that I would just love to talk about a little bit more for the people at home. So let's start with talking about a gang called the Mox. Now, we see a few flashes of them in this trailer. I personally think they're really cool and one of my favorites, but can you give us a little bit more information about them?
Oh yes, so the Mogs is one of the gangs that player is going to interact with throughout the game. The Mogs is the gang that has been formed in 2076 after death of Elizabeth Borden. She was called Lizzie. Now, she was an owner of a brothel and former sex worker, and she was protecting working guys and girls from harassment, from abuse, and the gang is really continuing her mission. And as a player, you are going to interact with that gang, meet multiple different NPCs, and craft your own relationship with them, and understand what they are all about.
So earlier on, you did mention a 7th district, a place called the Badlands. Now, we saw a few shots of this in the trailer, but I'd love for you to give us a bit more detail about the district outside of the city walls.
Okay, so the Badlands is this like dead, dried out space going around the whole Night City. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse that space in your car or motorcycle. This is a space that is inhabited by the nomads. Nomads are living in the different families and they are traveling
Nomads
across
are like
that
the
space
people
in
in Mad
convoys
Max.
made out of the cars and motorcycles. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse and access different type of open world content that has been prepared specifically for you to get that awesome feel of the Badlands as an area.
In the trailer, we also saw like a completely metal creature. Now, he didn't look like he was from the Maelstrom gang. This looked like something else. So please tell the people at home, who is this giant metal monster?
It's probably a full cyborg.
Okay, so that big dude, that was Adam Smasher.
Yeah,
he has been
he killed
introduced
Johnny.
in Pen and Paper in Cyberpunk.
He's the one who killed
2020
Johnny.
by our senpai Mike Pondsmith.
I think so.
Adam Smasher is a fully converted cyborg. He was always a loyalist of Arasaka. And time has changed, and in 2077
Johnny
he
fought
had
him.
to find his own space in Night City. But to find out, you'll have to play the game.
In this trailer, we do see some flashes of a Ripper Doc called Victor Vector. I think if people have watched our previous gameplays, they might remember him. But I'd really like for you to give the people at home some more information about what Ripper Docs are and how they'll be interacting with them when they play Cyberpunk.
So Ripper Docs in our game, they are surgeons. They are like a specific type of a job in the social ladder of Cyberpunk. They are accustomed and specialized in replacing limbs to the metal ones. They can basically update your body, enhance your body, change you into this walking war machine. And as a player, you are going to meet different kind of Ripper Docs in the game, craft your own relationship with them. Some of them are like important characters for a story. Through that, you will invest eddies that you're gathering to turn your body into this tool that allows you to survive on the streets of Night City.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining us. I know you'll be back later in the episode because you're going to be helping us to analyze the Braindance gameplay. But before that, we do have some news to share.
You guys
Earlier in the year, we announced that if you
chair.
pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox One, you'll be able to play it on Xbox Series X
yeah, I know
when
about
the
this.
console launches. And just in case you missed it, it will be the same for PlayStation players as well. If you pick up Cyberpunk
PC,
2077 on PlayStation
I don't
4,
need
you'll
that.
also be able to play it on PlayStation 5 when the console
This is
launches.
amazing so far.
And that's not all. There will be a free upgrade for Xbox
Oh, the
Series
colors,
X
man,
and
especially the
PlayStation
colors.
5, but we'll have more details on that soon.
To Night City.
Before we reveal our first look at the Braindance gameplay and welcome back our developers for a chat, there is just one more thing we want to announce, something that we've been working on in secret for a while. We are very excited to announce our partnership with Studio Trigger and Netflix to bring you Cyberpunk Edgerunners, a standalone anime set in the Cyberpunk universe, which we've been working on for some time now.
I'm gonna like this.
Edgerunners is due to launch in 2022, but for some more information, let's go to the team in Tokyo.
Ooh. New anime.
Hi, my name is Saya Elder. I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edgerunners. What I do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk
That
universe.
makes my weebs so happy
We
too,
are a game
Saika.
company. We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans.
Yep.
So it was always a dream for us to make anime. When we began this project, we were certain that we didn't want to make a recreation of the game. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a standalone story set in the same universe. The stage is still Night City, but everything else is totally new. New characters, new story. I do like to think that it's going to be a great gateway for newcomers to come and check Cyberpunk game and also the Cyberpunk genre as a whole. Right now we're in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime meccas of the world. I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the Dream Team that will be bringing you this anime.
こんにちは。トリガーの代表取締役の大塚です。
監督の今石です。
キャラクターデザインを担当する吉成です。
ゲームのサイバーパンクのファンの方、今回初めて触れる方両方に満足していただけるようにアニメを作るつもりです。よろしくお願いします。
今回はそのサイバーパンクという僕らが10代の、一ファンにしか過ぎなかった頃に生まれたジャンル、そういうジャンルのものをまた、時代が何周もして作れるというのが非常に楽しみです。
トリガーも10年ということで、監督に今石、キャラクターデザインに吉成というトリガーの最強の夫人で、トリガー10周年にふさわしい作品にしていきたいと思います。お楽しみに。
Studio Trigger made Kill la Kill. They made Kill la Kill. Damn, they're pretty good.
Now it is time to show you some gameplay of Braindance. This is a feature that you'll experience when you play Cyberpunk 2077. Braindance is essentially a recording of somebody else's experience. It allows you to relive their sense of sight, smell, touch, and even hearing, all thanks to a special device.
Virtual reality
After
on
the gameplay,
steroids.
I will be welcoming back Pavel Sasko, and we'll also be joined by Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer and all-round lore master, who will be helping to answer your questions and give you some explanation on how you'll be interacting with Braindance when you play Cyberpunk 2077. So, let's take a look.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Why are you making me laugh?
Got it. And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay,
Braindance editor. Oh. Oh, we are looking in someone else's memory. That's why our voice is different.
Down! Everybody!
Yeah.
On the ground! I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now! Or I will fucking drop you! I swear to God!
Shouldn't the shop owner have a gun himself? It's America.
Now! Before I blow your fucking head off!
That's Eddie's. Ah, I got shot. Probably got shot in the back. Yep.
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened.
She's part of the
You're
box.
alive and well.
That was too much. Could feel the guy's pain, his stress, his hope.
That's amazing.
Hope wrapped up in something else.
Fear.
Mm-hmm. Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode.
Why are you doing this though?
I'll sever the link to the BD Roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely. Whole scene's yours.
Oh,
Full
wow.
cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need. Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Cream as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind. Roll it back to the top. All good. Neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't be creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
How do I scan?
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to go cycle freaks. And remember, keep on left. That's all you have to
Okay, right here. Excellent. Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
But why are we doing this though? I don't understand.
Case of Brosif and a couple of zappers.
Damn.
Okay, we have a deal today on 2 flavors, curry and surf and everybody!
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously, like what's happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
So this is probably like the start of the game.
What a circus in the flooring!
There's no sign of Johnny anywhere.
Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw, stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kuroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Hella nice indeed.
Scanning works on peeps too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her.
She's wounded?
Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist
Damn, she
gets
got
a
knocked
lead
the fuck
injection.
out.
Or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, I'm gonna take now, fucking head off!
So who shot him? I think it's the shop owner.
See that?
Oh,
they
wait.
shot him and he never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam.
Ooh.
Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk.
Huh.
Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision.
Amazing.
Then scan it.
Absolutely amazing, dude. Damn. Oh, it's his friend.
His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along. Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like
What a
this.
scumbag.
BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit.
Damn. What? I think this is a side quest. The thing about
Yeah, it's impressive, right?
Yeah, it is really
Too bad
impressive.
most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log.
So Braindance is a pretty big part of the Cyberpunk universe. It's not just something used for adult films. There is an awful lot to it. And there's 2 sides I'd really like you guys to help me explore. First is the lore, so how this actually fits into the universe. And then there's the gameplay side, so how players will be interacting with it. So Patrick, could you tell us more about the lore of Braindance?
I would love to. So in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, Braindance was invented way back in the early 2000s at UC Santa Cruz. It was developed as a way of recording a person's experiences and then playing them back for someone else so that they could relive them as though it was happening to them. It was originally used for things like therapy and prisoner rehabilitation, but by 2077 it's become this global media industry, including things like movies, mass entertainment, things like that, video games, some interactive things, and of course adult fare as well. Now in our game we deal a lot with black brain dances, or XBDs as we call them, and there are different types of those, but the one that you saw in the trailer just there was a flatliner. Now that's where the person recording it actually dies during the recording. And it's popular with sort of an illicit kind of a thrill, but a mercenary can also use them for various things, and you'll see that in the game, of course.
And from the gameplay perspective, we have been working a lot throughout last years trying to figure out the best way how to use the braindance in the game as a mechanics. So what we have settled on is this braindance editor mode. As a player, you will be able to run the braindance in the editor mode and see different clues that have been registered on the peripheral of given actor. Now, as a player, you can slide on the timeline of that recording back and forth, trying to uncover different clues. And that clues are actually telling a story in the game. So, as a player, you will run different investigations that will lead you to different mysteries, and you will uncover them actually using that braindance as a mechanics in the game.
So, as Pavel was saying, we use braindance as a storytelling tool. It's not a collectible. It's not something where you're going to go in and you're going to play it and you're going to be like, I've seen this before. What we use braindance for is to give you a keyhole into the life of the residents of Night City. And we can explore things like childhood trauma, religion, various philosophical ideas in a way that you might not otherwise experience in a story about a mercenary on the tough streets.
So we've tried to talk about some of the aspects that we think the community will find really exciting, but you know, while you're both here, I'd love to know, what is it about Cyberpunk that you guys are really excited for? Patrick, why don't you start?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about in this game is the characters and the way they interact with the world. We've got this really interesting world that stretches all the way back to the Cyberpunk 2020 source material and all of these events and all of those things, but those don't mean anything unless they connect with characters. And so when we come up with a character, we start with their function. What is this person? What do they do in the story? But we don't stop there. We go back and we figure out, what was their childhood like? What was their upbringing like? What kind of obstacles did they face in this harsh reality, and did they overcome them? And how did they overcome them, or did they not overcome them, and why? And you can see all of those things in their environment, in their dialogues, in sort of how they operate in the world. And we come up with that for all of our characters. Now, you look at someone like Victor Vector, and you're going to see stories about his past in his environment and in his dialogue. You know, we come up with that stuff even if we don't use it in the game, because it helps inform us as to who these characters are.
And for me, I would not be myself if I would not say that I'm the most excited about our quests. Like with our Witcher 3 team, with Patrick and like everybody that has stayed with us since the Witcher 3 time, we really have grown so much. We have learned so much, and we have used all that experience to put them into the quest that we have made. And you will not find really a filler in this game. Like everything has a meaning. Like we put so much effort into making sure that everything is rewarding, is interesting, is talking about characters, as Patrick said, is talking about worlds, is talking about emotions, like touching the player in a really, like a real way. And I just can't wait to find out what you think.
Pavel, I know you mentioned story and quests and writing quests, and when I was last in the studio, I had a look and I saw a notebook on your desk, and I would love for you to show everybody this notebook.
Okay, Holly, I mean, you asked for it. So this is my notebook. It says Salsa Quest Designer. The reason is because I dance salsa, and I'm a quest designer, so you know. So I started this notebook actually when we were really starting Cyberpunk. At the very beginning, I wrote like a first note, and it says pretty much something along the lines of that we were starting with a prototype. And then, you know, I kept on basically noting things that we've been working on for like next years. I remember once when our concept artists actually approached me, and they said that they want to take a look on my notebook. I was like, what for actually? And they took some pictures. And they told me, yeah, well, you know, because we are looking for a reference material for notes of a psychopathic killer. Yeah, well, you may find maybe some of my notes in the game.
Pavel and Patrick, thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty lucky because I have read some of the stories that you and the team have written for Braindance, and I'm pretty excited for people to discover them. But before we do finish today's episode, there is just one more thing we'd like to talk about. Earlier in this episode, I mentioned that media have been getting hands-on with the opening of Cyberpunk 2077, and they should be posting their impressions right about now. And if you missed anything from today's episode, don't worry, we'll be uploading everything to our channels very soon.
All right.
And finally, on behalf of everybody at CD Projekt Red, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us for this, the very first episode of Night City Wire. But don't worry, we'll be back with episode 2 in just a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
Hey, part 2 will be in the next few weeks, boys. Hell yeah, this was awesome. I like this. This was amazing. Hell yeah, man. Is this over? Aw, it's over.
But don't worry, we'll be back
What?
with episode 2 in just a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
November 19th. Huh? That was amazing indeed. Hell yeah. 222,000 views. Nice. Previews go. Oh, that's what you meant.
And that's it for The Wire. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Twitch Gaming. My name is Jesse Cox.
Who are
your
you? No,
host
go
of this
away.
post show. We have got a lot to talk about. Mostly because what time is it? 9:25?
Oh, after
Can I say this yet?
Why is it purple?
They said it. People have played the game.
Oh, there we
People
go.
have played the game. I've played the game. So I know a lot. I have a lot of answers for you.
All right,
if you're saying to yourself, I have a lot of questions, hopefully and when Philip joins me, we can talk about those. Philip is the senior quest designer for Cyberpunk, and so we're going to get crazy with it. We have a bunch of things we want to talk about. As you can see, we have, Twitch polls, Twitch chat, if you're over there. I see you right now, just spamming away. But if you have questions or thoughts, by all means, I would love to hear what you think. And I will try my hardest to answer the questions that I can. So, right away, what you saw there, the just really quickly rundown of what's going on. At the top, we had the trailer, and in the trailer, you got to see some more of the different quests and things that you would go on. All of it's from the intro, y'all. Everything that you saw in that trailer was from at least what I played the first 4 hours of the game. I was like, I know what that is. I know what that is. I know what that is. So you have questions about that? I got answers for you.
Man.
We learned about the Moxies and how they run, I don't want to say seedy underbelly, because it's definitely not. They definitely have some sort of control over the city.
Hey, Cyberpunk is trending on Twitter.
Former and or current sex workers who are running a bar that you have to go to at some point in the intro.
This is amazing. I don't regret streaming this, to be honest.
About kind of the brain dance and what you'll be doing with that. And
yeah,
I will
just
say,
the intro.
one of the coolest parts of... They didn't really... See, right there, there's the Moxie bar that you can go to. And you can sort of see
so good, by the way,
looks.
the trailer. Like, the city at night looks fucking amazing.
Shut up.
Like, they've done a really bold move by putting the trailer, like, the first trailer was in daytime. You guys realize that? The first trailer was in daytime. This one is at night. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm not only talking about the women.
Go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig, Dex? You meant to come out in one piece?
Oh boy, I wonder if my PC can write that. I mean,
How about
can
we
know.
go over the plan?
There's this
I don't know if my PC can handle this.
To be precise, jobs to grab.
Guessing it belongs to a court.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife. Ka-ching, baby.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
Hey, you guys realize they haven't talked about customizing the PP?
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof.
Get your ass moving now! What the fuck just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high! Time to bail! Oh my god, we're so fucked.
What do you mean it's a toaster? My PC has a 2070 RTX 2070.
Johnny. Fuck. Johnny.
It's gonna be amazing. So based on what I have played already of the game, just to give you a really quick example. I don't know if we can go to like a specific point in that trailer.
Don't you dare
but there's
spoil
one
it.
point where there's like a dude and it looks like you're on a basketball court and your character kind of pushes him. That is one of the many examples of how you interact with people in the city.
Nice.
So
I can
in
beat
that
them up.
scenario, you play as a corpo, right? And so you are trying to land at the Moxie's bar, and you can't land on the street, so your hovercraft lands on a basketball court kind of above the bar, and you or the club, and so you land in the middle of a basketball game, and these guys come up to you like, "What are you doing?" And you have the option to engage with them or not. And depending on how you handle it, things happen, right? You could, be the corporate guy and not at all be like, I don't even deal with these people. Or you could just get in a fight. Like, there's so
beat the
many
shit out of these
amazing
people.
ways to handle stuff. It's actually really neat. Going back to the brain dance, right? The way the brain dance is set up in the game, it isn't just like, you walk in a room and a thing happens. There's a whole storyline that leads into it. And the entire time, it feels like, I don't even know, I don't want to say it feels like you're in the Matrix, because that's not at all what it's, but it has that vibe. Like, it is so neat to go through the process of, getting into the club, meeting your contact, and you do like this kind of flirtatious dance thing, and then she invites you downstairs, and you're like, I don't know what is about to happen right now. And you go down, and she leads you to go meet the character you saw during the brain dance segment, and it starts you on this journey of like figuring out what a brain dance is. And as you can see, this is just one part of the game. It's one part of the game where you can kind of go into people's memories and experience what they experienced and rewind, highlight certain parts. I imagine you'll be using it to uncover the mystery of this world, one that hopefully will lead us more to Johnny Silverhand and everything that he brings to it, and probably the mysterious MacGuffin, right? That stick that contains immortality, whatever that may be, however that works. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out, because that's that's going to be one of the big parts of the game. Okay. Are there any other amazing comments? If you are in need of us to discuss anything, if you have any questions when we continue on, let me know. I will definitely say right now that I think it's safe to say that I and several other people you may know and love are in Cyberpunk. I can say that, right? I can. It's 9:32.
Unfortunately,
I can
don't
say
know
that,
who he is.
right? We're in the game, and not just our voices, literally us.
Ooh.
Y'all have no clue. All right, Taco Tate 13. How long is the prologue? Is there any side quest during it? Okay, right off the gate, just to give you a rundown of how I played. In the demo, we'll be able to join the gangs shown. Great question. I'm going to make a note of that. I'm going to ask Philip. Questions for Phil. Will we join the gangs? Going back to the prologue. In Lux We Trust. I got you. I will get you an answer.
I remember they
Going
said
back to
that
the
you
prologue.
can't join gangs, you can only work for them.
I'm not going to spoil anything. I will simply say that depending on who you choose, a Corpo, a Nomad, or Street Kid, you have like a different intro, right? So I chose a Corpo just because I wanted to see what it would be like, because I'll probably end up being a Nomad or a Street Kid. So I chose a Corpo, and you have like an opening scenario where you can learn more about the corporate lifestyle, right?
Huh.
And then what happens is something happens, right? Something occurs, and you and your friend Jackie have to make a big score. And during that process, while you're talking with Jackie, the map is open. Like, the minute you meet, like, Jackie's, you meet him at, like, a food stand, you have a conversation, and from that point on, he's like, yo, get in the car. And the two of you can drive. And from that point on, go wherever you want. If you expand out to the whole map, They're little mini quests. It is straight up. You know how in Witcher, when you get in that first zone, in Witcher 3, when you go to the first zone, and it's like, all right, I can follow this little story thing.
Yeah,
or
I can ask him some questions. You guys have any
hours
questions?
running around doing whatever. It's like that. It's like that. I know if you're like me, you didn't actually get to the next area, the main story area, for a day or two, right? You took your time, and that is exactly what this game is.
Dongs.
I'm told. Everyone, I'm being told that you will get the emote. You can spam all you want, but it's not going to help you. You're good. You're good. Trust me.
It's just lost.
You will stand a chance.
The chat is going
emote.
too fast. I can't ask him questions.
Right? You don't got to get crazy with it. How would you describe the soundtrack? The soundtrack is a game that it is a lot. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's a lot. It's what you would expect from a game where you get in a car and have to drive around a bunch. There are radio stations, and on those radio stations are a lot of music. The general music of the game is exactly what you would expect Cyberpunk to sound like, right? It has the synth wavy noises you would expect from a Cyberpunk game. But if you jump in your car, you can switch radio stations and you can hear all sorts of music.
It's so fast.
Is it different genres? Yes, there are different genres. I think the only genre I didn't hear was country, but who knows? Maybe there's future country
send the
in the
message.
game. I don't know. I don't know what future
slow
country songs
chat.
would be like, but they could be there. I don't know.
It's slow chat, and it's so fast. Jesus.
Is there any level of car customization? I didn't customize my car at all, but I will ask that to Phil. Car customization?
What?
Great question. I'll ask it. I'll be sure to get on that and ask it. And, okay, anything else? Any other questions of importance that we should be definitely asking Philip Weber about when he comes to join us? Because I'm excited to ask questions too.
They have not failed to deliver, man.
Going back to some of the other things I was talking about, if you have any other questions, hit me up. Yeah,
Cyberpunk is trending number 5 on Twitter.
Jump to this interview, and we'll talk to Philip Weber about this. But if you have any other questions, by all means, ask them. I'm really excited. So, okay. Let's
excuse me.
Sit down and chat with Philip Weber, Senior Quest Designer, CD Projekt. Philip, are you there? Hello, from across the world.
Hello, it is me, Philip Weber.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, I'm here.
Hey.
Oh, it's really nice to be here. Now I can see you.
This place, the place is in is
yeah,
empty
I
as
can
fuck.
see you're in the coolest place on Earth.
Yeah, you know.
Is that just the offices? Where is that?
Well, you know, if you're making a game like Cyberpunk, you have to get inspired. So we kind of try to make it nice for ourselves.
I see.
I can see
Looks
that. I'm
amazing.
inspired. I wish I lived in a world like that. It's the coolest place I've ever seen. Okay, we have a lot of questions, a lot of things to talk about. I want to get these out of the way right now because chat had these questions going into this. When it comes to different gangs, will we be able to join those gangs?
So it's a bit complicated. So of course, you know, we're always about story and characters. So you'll be dealing with lots of people from these gangs. So as an example, people who watched our gameplay demo from 2 years ago, they might remember Royce or Dum Dum, people that are belonging to the gang called Maelstrom. And you'll be dealing a lot with them, but we didn't want to have it so, you know, they at some point just give you a paper that you sign and now you're a member of a gang. Because the thing is, you're playing as V, who's a mercenary in the city, and mercenaries value their independence. So you will be dealing with lots of gangs, but it's not that easy to just, you know, become specifically a member of one gang.
Sure. Can you go into, again, just talking about customization? I know one of the questions that we had from chat was car customization. Can you customize your car in any way? But just in general, can you go into customization? Because when I played it, one of the things I noticed from... I can talk about all the customization things now, right? It's like after 9:30 here on the West Coast.
Talk about the PP, the mega PP.
Y'all, from the minute you get in the game, I spent 45 minutes customizing a character.
Cyberdown.
I didn't have that much time. I wasted it customizing a character. There's so many options. from the get-go, you can customize everything. And I mean everything. And you're probably saying to yourself, Jesse, everything? Everything can be customizable.
That's your...
So there's like a ton to do there up front. And then as you go through the game, from weapons to clothing to augments for those weapons and clothing to hats, face masks, everything that you can make about your V is customizable. How in-depth is that? Because there's a lot there, and I only scratched the surface.
Honestly, I would say it is really in-depth. Like, we're always saying, Cyberpunk, we want to make a true, proper RPG of the future, and part of that is we want to give you as much freedom as possible. So, you can create a character that looks exactly like you want him to look like. You can choose your body, you can choose your voice, you can choose details like piercings, scars, how your body looks like. So we want to offer a lot of stuff up front, but then the thing is, since we're making an RPG, we also want to offer a lot for fans of RPGs. So of course, at the start of the game, you'll be able to choose your base attributes that you can then build upon throughout the game. And I can go into a little bit of detail there when it comes to how deep it goes. So as an example,
I'm sure we'd love to hear. Yes.
All right. So as an example, you have your intelligence attribute, and that as an example would help you a lot with, let's say, net running. So if you want to play a really good hacker. So you can, of course, get that attribute, but then within that attribute, you have perks. And these perks have multiple trees where you can especially now specialize what kind of net runner you want to play. So these perks, as an example, might make you be able to take over cameras and do lots of different things. And I think we added so much choice there because we have this fluid class system where basically you're not supposed to, or you're not, stuck to playing a single class. You can just choose the attributes, skills, perks, wherever you want. And on top of that, because of course, story is really important for us, these attributes can also be part of dialogues. So as an example, if you have a high intelligence attribute, sometimes there might be choices popping up in dialogues where maybe, you can now ask a question that would be more for a netrunner. And only you who has that intelligence attribute can ask that question. And then, of course, on top of that, you choose your life path, which, you can, as an example, be a nomad who starts the game outside of Night City and has to try and get into the city, or as a corpo, or as a street kid. And all of these change the beginning of the game, but then throughout the game, you now also get your choices in dialogues for your specific life path. So you can even, role play your character even deeper. And then to come back to vehicles, we do at the moment not plan right now the kind of customization, you would expect from, let's say, Need for Speed Underground, where you choose specifically the tires of your car. But it is important for us that, of course, players do have freedoms with how they, as an example, interact with vehicles. So, of course, if you have a really high body attribute and you're really strong, you can rip open doors from driving cars, steal them, or if you have a lot of, engineering skill, you can steal cars that might be locked. But, those don't belong to you. But, of course, you can own your own vehicles, and you can own different vehicles. You can buy them, or, of course, maybe, sometimes in the story, in quests, you might get different kind of cars as your reward.
Does it have photo mode?
Go to the cars for a minute. There is, at least what I noticed, you can steal a car that's like a parked car. That you can do that. But if you're trying to steal a car from like a person driving, is there like a secret dice roll or something behind the scenes? Because sometimes it's like, nah, dude, you can't steal from this guy. He's like, I'm locking the doors. No. Do you have a chance of completely failing that?
Yeah, because it basically depends on your RPG skills. So as an example, the better the lock of the car, of course, it has a higher, let's say, body attribute you need. And body can, as an example, mean how strong you are. And if you're a really strong, leveled up character, you can just rip open that door. But if you're weak, that lock will hold, so you can't get in.
Cool. And we had some other questions, just get to some of these. Are there pets in the game? Can I have a pet when I play this?
Pet?
So at the moment, we're not planning to have pets, because the thing is, this actually has a big story reason. So without revealing too much, animals are actually quite rare in the world of Cyberpunk. I
forgot about that.
So there's actually a few dialogues where you talk about, birds were the first ones to go.
Aww.
So this is actually part of the story that only, let's say, the rich, like the super rich in Night City, can even afford to have pets, and they're like a pretty expensive commodity.
Cool.
That's sad.
Does it have photo mode? I think you've already mentioned this before in previous things, but I'll ask again, does it have photo mode?
Yes, absolutely. Cyberpunk has a photo mode.
That'll be
because of course,
it'll
we're
be easy
saying
for
with
me
our
to make thumbnails
customization
now.
and with the way that you can customize your character, with the way that you can use gear, because of course, you can get cool t-shirts, jacket, sunglasses, whatever. You can make your character look the way you want. We kind of also want you to be able to show off your character. So that's why a really robust and cool photo mode was really important for us.
What about flight vehicles or vehicles that are not specifically cars on the ground?
So there are vehicles like that in the game. They're called AVs. And again, they're actually only for the super upper echelon of people in Night City. So you, as a mercenary, you will not be able to fly them yourself. But it might be possible that as part of stories, you might be riding sometimes in some of those AVs.
Cool. Yeah, the next question is how vertical is the game? Like how much verticality is there when we see these tall buildings? Having played it, I don't know the extent, and so I'm going to rely on you for this, but having played through it, that was one of my first questions too. I kept seeing all the tall buildings. I kept seeing like all these examples of massive skyscrapers in trailers and in previous footage, and was like, all right, but is it just a thing that's there, right? Is it just
like
background
GTA.
stuff? So
you kind of
spent a lot of time
in GTA.
walking around inside of buildings, and I will simply say, it appears from what I saw that you can walk in every single one of them to a limit, because sometimes they're like, I'm sorry, you're not allowed in. But yeah, I have to ask you, can you just go to the top floor of every single one of these?
And jump off?
Well, the thing for us, it's, when we actually make a game, we always want to give you something worthwhile to do. So we're basically saying if we have a really good idea for, as an example, a quest or some other activity that could take place in this building, then we're going to open up that building. And as an example, V's mega building, where V's apartment takes place, has multiple floors. You're actually up really high. You have a really nice view from your apartment. But we don't want to open up just every single building in Night City, because then you'd just, enter a million apartments with nothing to do, and you just get confused. Because for us, it's more important to really, if we actually lead you somewhere, there should actually be something really interesting to find. But, suffice to say, there's still lots and lots of buildings and interiors that you can get into, and of course also really high ones.
Can I use my super long dong to throw it like Spider-Man and latch onto a building and swing with my cyber dong?
Had as you can see on the screen right now,
wait, this is not Night
here's
City.
some of the worst sections.
Pacifica.
They're on the map. When you like scroll out on the map, you can see exclamation points and question marks, very similar to Wild Hunt, and you can travel around and just discover things. And from what I found, it seems like all of them
Oh wait,
have
I'm supposed to go full screen. I forgot.
purpose
Sorry,
expanding upon the world. They aren't just like,
oh, this looks
you
good.
found a random guy who's going to give you like an item, right? They all add to the story in some way, and I thought that was fascinating. And so designing these quests and going through, what was the goal in making all of these? Because there's a lot, and it didn't seem to me like any of them were fluff. So, like, how did you sit down to try and go through all this stuff and come up with a way to tell this story through all those different quests that are there?
It's not a background, it's concept.
So as an example, as a quest designer, I can talk about how we filled the world with these, smaller side quests that maybe sometimes you'd only take 5 or 10 minutes. And when we were actually designing those, our lead quest designer and our quest director were actually giving us also a list of, as an example, interesting topics that maybe don't come up that much in the main storyline. So let's say, religion and cyberware. How do religions that we have right now interact with, the knowledge that sometimes suddenly people can maybe almost be immortal? And this, as an example, could be an interesting topic for a side quest. And then we do it organically from there. Because I think one thing that maybe makes our, quest also interesting is that we don't have these strict rules. This is what a quest needs to be. This is where it has to be. It has to have 1.5 combat encounters. We actually try to make it really natural, to really say, okay, is this a story worth telling? Is this something interesting? Does this say something about the world or about the characters? And if all of that is yes, and of course then if it's also fun to play, then this is a quest we want to do. And I think this is kind of how we approach all the content in Night City. So essentially everything you do should kind of tell you a little bit about the city.
Sure. There is a question right now. Can we customize the voice? I will simply say from the bit that I got to play, you can customize either the feminine voice or the masculine voice. There were the two voice actors. And then it doesn't matter what V looks like. You can pick whatever voice of those two you want. At least that's what I got. Maybe you can go a little more in depth on that.
You're gonna have a super Chad, like Hulk Hogan,
exactly,
and he has a female voice.
You know, we said we do want
or like this little lolly, and she has a Hulk Hogan voice.
To create the character you want to create, and that basically includes that you can choose the body you want to have, and then you can also choose the voice you want to have for that body, just so you can basically have the experience of playing exactly the character, exactly the V that you want to play as.
Nice, dude.
Sure.
Nice.
Another question.
You can actually have
does the character
people.
origin choice, Street Kid, etc., have an actual big impact? When I played as a Corpo, just to see what the Corpo life is like,
voice.
The intro scenario, like I described earlier, you land on a basketball court and you sort of go in through the roof into the club, and that's where your scene starts. Later on, when you go back to that club and you have to go through the main entrance, you can use your Corpo attitude and essentially be like, I've been here before, I know how this works, and you don't have to deal with the Moxies, and you're like, nah, I'm right. So you can use that swagger that you have as a Corpo player, and you will get dialogue options. It will change events over the course of the game. So I imagine for those who played a Nomad or a Street Kid, they would have similar different choices and added scenarios, and things would change based on who they were and their objectives. But yeah, if I screwed anything up, let me know.
No, it's exactly as you said. So as an example, the game starts in a completely different place. You're a completely different character. So without spoiling too much, because I don't want to take away from the experience, as a Nomad, you don't start in Night City. You start outside of Night City, outside of the borders, because Night City is actually in the future an independent city-state. So you actually first have to get through the border into Night City, and this is how you start the game. And as an example, as a Street Kid, you're already, you're known in the city. You start in Haywood. You start in a bar. And talking about bars, Banan, could you help me out a second? And basically, it was really important for us.
He came out of nowhere.
While Banan
Has he been back there this entire time?
Of course. We've been working on that joke.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, where was I? So basically, it was really important for us to not just say, okay, this changes the beginning of the game. We really wanted to say, this is important for the rest of the game. So from the start to the end, you will have these choices. So as an example, we also try to keep it natural. So if there will be a quest where you work more closely with, let's say, the higher echelon of Night City, so you might attend a board meeting, of course then someone who has a corporate background might have some additional choices there. Or if I have to work with one of the Nomad clans in the Badlands outside of Night City, then someone who comes from a Nomad background, understands their traditions, understands what it's about, and then of course has different choices. And sometimes this might just be for role-playing. Sometimes it's just a nice thing you can say, but other times it can actually have consequences, and it can influence how the quest and how the story progresses. So we always want to give you something new and something unexpected.
Cool.
Cyberdon, come on, man.
One more question we have is, can you steal gears and stuff from inside shops and use them? What I experience is that the shop system and buying and selling seem very Wild Huntish, in that there were the two sides of the screen, and you could sell and see what they had, and you could see how much money they had to spend on things. When you scan the world, there's things you can pick up and steal, but I'll leave this question to you, because you definitely know. Is there anything that you can sort of like steal from a shopkeep, or borrow from one of the various hackers out there?
Well, so since this is the world of Cyberpunk, you can imagine that would be a really, really bad idea. So if you remember our initial gameplay trailer, I guess there was someone trying to steal stuff and he was just shot dead. So we actually we didn't want to give you that option for now. And we really wanted to make shops something really convenient for you, where you can just buy and sell your gear. Because the thing is, if you would now suddenly kill every shop owner while stealing, then there's no shop owners left. So, we try to keep this as convenient as possible for you. And, part of that is, of course, also features from Wild Hunt moving into Cyberpunk. So as an example, if I see gear that I want to buy, let's say a gun, then I can, of course, I immediately see comparison to the guns I currently have. So we just try to make the shops, really useful for you.
Sure. Is there player housing? Is another question, and yes.
What?
I mean, I can say V has an apartment, but right now, at the moment, we're not planning, for you to buy different apartments because, Cyberpunk's a very story-focused adventure, and just buying now new apartments and buying like a villa with a pool. As an example, for the story we're telling at the moment, didn't really fit that, but of course, housing is something that always sounds cool, so, I can never say that we might never do it. But for the moment, I think you'll have to live with the apartment that V has. But once you see that apartment, I think you'll be happy to see that it's a pretty cool place.
How big is the city? I know it was mentioned there are 7 districts, one of them being the Badlands, but like compared to Los Santos or other games that we have experience with on massive city scales, how big is Night City?
I think we don't have an exact comparison because we never put someone in to measure the square meters.
Wouldn't you know?
But it is a big city. So, as an example, when you see our trailers, when you see our gameplay, all the buildings you see at the horizon, they're not background. That's all part of the city, part of the map.
That's epic.
And then, of course, Night City still has surrounding area called the Badlands. So it is a really, really big place. But, also what was important for us is to actually make it a meaningful place.
That's a good
so
question
everywhere
down there.
you go, actually, it's something interesting. You don't just, run around for 5 minutes with just finding the same buildings. Our art team actually did a really, really amazing job planning the city. And as an example, to, compare it to The Witcher Wild Hunt, where you had, as an example, the landscape of Velen, you had Novigrad, Skellige, these different countrysides. This is also kind of how we wanted to have our city districts appear. So they are very distinct. You can really feel like if I'm in Japantown, I know I'm in Japantown. If I'm in North Oaks, where, let's say the rich people of Night City live, where they have their villas and where it's green and there's palm trees, it's really a very different feeling from being in Watson, where, there's, let's say, Maelstrom gang shooting up some joint at the side of the road. So it was really, really important for us to have this big city, this really big place to explore. That's, of course, also why you have cars. But everywhere you go, it's really thought through. And I'm still amazed by our art team. Like a while ago, one evening when I was just, getting ready to stop work, I was just starting the game and I walked through Kabuki, which used to be a Japanese part of the city, but actually a lot of Chinese inhabitants moved in. Oh. So you can actually see these different cultures actually shape this part of the town. And I just walked through and it was raining and I saw, the neon lights. And there were people on the side talking to me. And I spent 40 minutes just walking, let's say, in like this 2% of the whole city. So I actually think people will be able to explore a lot in our game.
Yeah, you realize how big the city is when you get out of a car and just walk through it. Because there's so much to see and so many alleys and so many living, breathing people walking around and just going about their lives. It's wild. When it comes to attributes, we have another question. Can you reset them? Or can you reset your skills so we can try different styles of play?
Yes, of course. This is, of course, part, again, of why we want to give you that much freedom. And, of course, this freedom is that you can't, you can always reskill your character. Because, as I said before, we want to give you that fluid class system that actually gives you this power of experimentation. So, as an example, if you want to play someone who's more like a cyber ninja, if you're really good with melee fights, if you want to use katanas, if you want to have a double jump or, dash in the air, you can do that. But maybe sometimes I would actually now prefer to just try out a little bit more hacking. And then we don't want you to have to start a new game. So you can actually do that.
Yeah, it's neat to go through and try the different things. I learned that I really enjoy hacking cameras, hacking people, and then watching them blow themselves up. It's truly a joy to not do anything and watch chaos happen. Someone in chat was asking, while you're going around the city, can you just get in general trouble? Yeah, you can do all sorts of things that will get you in trouble. So yeah, we have another question. What's the money system, the economy like? Can you talk more about eddies and how that all works?
Do Sims still exist?
Yeah, so
in
basically, in the future of Cyberpunk 2077, there's a new kind of currency, which is the euro dollar. and you're mostly paying with that. In the past, let's say, without going super deep into world building, there have been many issues with, the economy collapsing. So actually, an interesting thing is that in Cyberpunk, people use cash a lot. So if you actually play the game, you'll see lots of cash going around. Of course, people, for convenience, they can also pay with other means. So sometimes, as an example, if you do a quest for someone, they'll pay you directly without having to do anything. You'll just see their eyes glow in blue, and suddenly you have a money transfer. So you do
Just
have
like
these
in
different
Detroit.
systems, but
Detroit become
people
human.
in the future of 2077 are very careful with how they use their money. So cash is still a very important factor.
I think it actually plays a role in the Corpo storyline, I believe, is the difference between
Yes.
like bank account money and physical currency.
Yeah, I actually have a really nice anecdote about that. That at the beginning in this corporate prologue, you get a load of cash, and the quest designer responsible for it just decided, okay, it'll be $5,000. But actually, someone from QA checked how much money is on these specific bills, and he said, actually, this would be way more than $5,000. So then, together with the quest designer, they went ahead and did the math. They said, okay, how thick is this money? And they actually checked, okay, how much money would that have to be? And I think then it was like 48,000 euro dollars. So, you can see, detail is very important for us.
Yes. Speaking of details, last question, collaborations with other games or Easter eggs within this. Will we find anything? Will we see a time traveling Siri flying around? Like what do you got for us?
Well, anything I would say now would basically be spoiling the experience. And I think the nice thing about Easter eggs is that you find them yourself. But we did hide some nice things in there, some nice things you can find. As an example, you said earlier that you're in the game, and we went to very big lengths to really make your body. So the quest is about a very specific body part of yours. It's a very interesting story, a very moving story. So Night City is a very dark and gritty place, and it's important for us to show that. But the thing is, humor is still a part of this world, because if no one's ever having fun, then what is it about? So we want to have a really realistic place, and sometimes people can also be funny. So we also want to have some more funny things on the side as well.
Yeah, if you see a guy who looks like me in the game, please help him. Please help him out.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot you in the face, boy. With a goddamn
Phil,
double
thank you
barrel
so much
shotgun.
for joining us and sitting down to talk with us about Cyberpunk 2077. I think we're all really looking forward to it, and this was great. This was a great deep dive into the wire.
awesome.
So thank you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for the great questions,
I've been
everyone.
starving for information about this game.
Thank you,
and finally
chat.
we have it.
That is it for us. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out and deep diving into the world of Cyberpunk 2077 with us. Thank you to
another
Twitch
2
Gaming
weeks.
for hosting this. This was great.
Another
You were
2
all
weeks.
great. Remember,
Night
you
City
stand a chance
Newswire
if you are
Part 2.
co-streaming this or you're in chat right now of getting a Johnny Silverhand emote. So please keep doing what you're doing. I'd love to see all of you in chat right now. That's it. Thank you to everyone for being a part of this, and we will see you all in the future. Bye, everybody.
All right, arrivederci. Is that over? It's over. Is it done? It's done. Aww. Wait, I just got some info here. There are 5 types of pubic hairs in Cyberpunk 2077. For those who want to see every option, there's a lot. 6 skin types, 35 hairstyles, 17 eyes, 8 eyebrows, 17 eyes, 17 mouths, 17 jaws, 17 ears, 8 bits of cyberware as well as no cyberware, 9 types of scars plus off, 6 types of tag. I'm gonna take out the music because it might be copyrighted. Let me just put the chill music that I put before. Come on, play in. God damn it. There we go. Okay, that's too loud. Where's the chat? Okay, there it is. 11 piercings plus off, 5 types of teeth, 8 bits of eye makeup, 5 bits of lip makeup plus off, 3 blemishes, 3 types of nipples, 5 types of body tats, 2 types of body scars, 2 PP types, 1 female PP type, PP size options, and 5 types of pubic hairs. We can customize the PP. Hey, so it is customizable, boys. We can have the cyber dongs and we can enlarge it. We can expand the dong. Amazing. Totally game of the year. Hell yeah. Hey, can we have Joji in the game? I don't think Joji is in the game. But what about Elon Musk? Is Elon... Nobody asked that question, by the way. Would we have the Cybertruck in the game? I don't care really. But it would be cool though to get that. Also, let's see. This guy sent some screenshots. I like this girl. She reminds me of Jill Valentine, and I have like a slight crush on Jill Valentine. Love the tats too. Also, you know, you can have relationships with a lot of the NPCs in the game. So who knows? We might be able to date her. Nice. I like this. This is what Cyberpunk is all about. The raining cities at night with the neon lights, the blue and purple and red. The 3 great colors of Cyberpunk. And all that. Just chill music in the background. This is what I live for, man. This is the stuff that I love the most. And there's the Badlands. These are all screenshots, by the way. Damn. Hey. It looks so good. This is like Skyrim but in the future. If Todd Howard and yeah, kinda. But one thing you guys might realize is that a lot of the fashion is like from the 80s, kinda. Cause Cyberpunk is futuristic but also has 80s vibes in it. Okay, it's the same one, same one, same one. Right, this is from the trailer. I like this too. This is really awesome. And we have a monk, a cyber monk. I thought the monks wouldn't actually... Maybe he got injured, that's why he changed his body parts. We are fighting with the cops. And we missed. Nice double barrel, by the way. This guy seems familiar. This is gonna be awesome, dude. One thing that really weirds me out is that cowboys, people who like the cowboy like style still exist. There's this other dude who's okay. He sent some screenshots as well. We saw this before. We didn't see this. It looks so good. It looks so good, man.
Howdy, stranger.
What will my character look like? I'll try my best to make him look like me. I'll try my best. And remember, when I play the game, I will reveal my first name, my actual first name. Because my real name is not really Ronald. It's something else. And I'll reveal it when I first play the game. Now I can understand why this game is delayed multiple times. There's so many features. Yeah. Did you guys know that every side quest in this game is like handcrafted? And what they mean by handcrafted is that every single like side quest like personally made. It's not like made like they didn't just look at it and like, okay, we gotta add some side quest. Like they put 100% effort into it. Like every side quest feels like a main quest. So yeah, we'll have a semi face reveal with my character, kinda. I mean, Greg kinda looks like me, to be honest. Since I have the PS4, am I gonna play Ghost of Tsushima? Yes, I am. Thank goodness my brother-in-law is like generous that he let me borrow his PS4.
You're so
So yeah.
just crazy.
Oh yeah, you guys talking about that? The face reveal with the sweater. Yeah. I'm wearing that sweater right now. It's not a sweater, it's a hoodie. So yeah. Nice. This is NCPD, Night City Police. I don't like the police. The police are like private cops, by the way. They work for corporations. They don't really work for the government. The government barely exists, I think, and only corporations has taken over. Nice. Where is this place? The thing I really want to ask is that they've really modified their entire bodies. So what part of them is human? Customize everything realistically. Well, my PP is my PP is I don't know, man. I tried measuring it. It's like 5 to 5.5 inches. So yeah, it's not a small PP. I have an average PP. No, I never seen this before. Why do you look like you're from the 90s? I mean, from the 1940s. And your shotgun looks pretty old too. How can you look like you're living in the past and the future at the same time? Why do you have a rape face? Hey, same one. I like her. I like the smile at least. I wonder who this guy is. I don't like him already because he's a cop. One thing I learned from media or whatever, don't trust cops, especially in America. And soon Hill Legend has already started posting gifs of the game. Fucking amazing. The average, if you feel like your PP is small, just remember that the average South Korean PP is 3.8 inches. Jesus Christ. Very funny, Eric. Aww. Oh, that's what he meant. Hey, if the game has multiplayer, I don't think the game will have multiplayer. If it has multiplayer, we both can maybe play together. Ah, that was amazing, man. That was really amazing. Okay, hopefully I don't come across hentai. Okay, good. Haven't come across hentai. Because I follow a lot of artists and they retweet hentai. Good. Okay, is that hentai? That's not hentai. Okay, that's hentai. Okay, there's more hentai. Okay, abort. We spend 4 hours with some blah, blah, blah. Hey, a katana, nice. Great design. Huh. Yeah, Project Melody. Not really interesting, by the way. If you're reading this, you must bruh. If there's anyone I'll sim for, it's definitely too mad. Everyone, bruh in chat. support CD Projekt Red. Don't buy the game on Steam. Buy the game on GOG.com. That's if you buy on Steam, Steam gets like 30% cut of your money. If you buy it on GOG, 100% of the money goes to CD Projekt Red. So you're like supporting them 100%. And also you get some free stuff. You get some like digital wallpapers and all that goodies and all that. So yeah, I totally recommend not buying it on Steam, but buying it on GOG, where you can support them. This has been a great stream, my friends. It didn't disappoint. Thank God. Thank goodness I made the stream. I did not like give up on it. I just went to sleep. I was actually planning on just making a DDLC video, not reacting to this. I mean, not like making the stream. Good thing I like didn't make the DDLC video and just reacted to the stream instead. Good choice. I definitely made a good decision, my friend. Okay, this is the part where I don't know how to end the stream. And I guess I should talk. I'm gonna talk to you guys. It was fun indeed. Yeah, my playthrough is gonna be legendary. And I heard that there won't be a happy ending. It's not a spoiler, but it's most likely we won't get a happy ending. Even if we do, it might be a bittersweet ending. Cause you know it is Cyberpunk. Everything is depressive. Have I checked World of Dreams? Not yet, but I have seen your comment. Alright, so yeah, here's where I end the stream, I think. Or maybe I can do it like after this music ends, like in about 6 minutes, so we can talk for another 6 minutes. That should be cool. Cyberpunk equals Great Depression. I mean, yeah, the entire like society has crumbled. There's no such thing as the middle class. Like there's only rich people and there's only poor people. You don't have the middle. So yeah, that's pretty sad, to be honest. And like the economy has collapsed. The government no longer controls the country, but corporations do. So yeah, kinda. Am I gonna do face reveal? Not really. A semi-face reveal where I try to make my character look like myself. A face reveal will come. I don't know when it'll come in. There is so much to do in the game. Man, this game, like, I remember Keanu saying that something about like you can do this blah 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 in this game if you can call this a game. That's how big Cyberpunk 2077 actually is, just by that comment alone. It does look amazing. Jesus Christ. This game better get a Game of the Year 2020 or maybe 2021, I don't know. It better fucking get Game of the Year, man. Better get Game of the Year. Cause if not, like I don't want some shitty game that has politics in it to get like Game of the Year. The Last of Us. You know? Hey, Neon Arcade. Play the first 4 hours until Night City looks incredible. Can't wait to book my ticket. Yep. I'm pretty sure the gameplay will be good. Hey, it's trending right now. It's number 7. It used to be number 5. Now it's 7. Night City Wire. But they didn't show this screenshot though. This stream was oh yeah, there was this screenshot. I wanted there's this one. Yeah, I think Doom Eternal won best soundtrack. Imagine having a PP so long you can use it like Spider-Man. I said this before, but I don't think all of you heard me because the dude was talking. Just a dude grabs it and then he just Okay, these people are fighting. This is Pacifica, I assume, the worst place in Night City. Shooting webs from my PP hole. I didn't analyze, I just read some of the stuff here. Target A, Jeff Dooley. I can't read the other stuff. Criminal records, jailbreak, theft, piracy, murder, grand larceny. That's their target, I guess. This is Arasaka. Arasaka's like trying to track this dude down. September 4th, 2077. I am sending an agent to correct your failures. Find him. Give me more time. Excuse me. This dude looks like, I don't know, man. Also, yeah, there's gonna be an anime made by the same creators of Kill la Kill. That's gonna be amazing. Absolutely amazing. You see, the thing about politics and Cyberpunk is that ooh, I'm saving this. Not now though. Look at Johnny. Isn't it weird that they barely showed Johnny in the entire game? They only showed like 5 seconds of him. Yeah, this looks epic. And also, we might get a new waifu, boys. Hell yeah. Unless she's already in a relationship. God damn it. The Night City looks incredible. Can't wait. Okay, he's already sent this. That was amazing. Okay, the song has ended, so that means it's time to end the stream. Okay, the thing about Night City politics is that you know how like a lot of people, they go into groups and try to feel special, you know, LGBT community, this, that, I don't know, man. They keep like trying to be special. The thing in Night City is that since there were so many people who try to create the special groups. There were so many special groups. There were too many to the point where, you know, since everybody's special now, nobody actually is special anymore. So like people don't care anymore. So like all that stuff just like canceled itself out in Cyberpunk. So there is politics, but no one cares. I think, at least. Also, I'm pretty sure this is Cyberpunk. I mean, this is CD Projekt Red. They probably won't disappoint us. Hopefully. Then again, the gameplay looks awesome. So yeah. I mean, The Last of Us 2 has good gameplay and great visuals. Story-wise, not so much. See, I told you he'll make a frame by frame. We had 4K people in the stream. Oh, damn, he's lucky. He has less subs than me, and he had 4K people watching his stream. And here I am, 40. Do I have 49K subs? And I only have like 20, 25, 27 loyal people watching. Okay, thank you guys. Blah blah blah. Trailer was 10 out of 10. The world look insane. I agree. The life paths look incredible. I agree as well. I'm going frame by frame tonight. Let's do this. I'm gonna be looking forward to this video. You guys check him out, the Neon Arcade. He does some great analysis videos. Yeah. And here's where I actually end the stream. So this has been a great stream. Thank you all for sticking with me. thank you all for sticking with me, and yeah, I'll do the outro, I guess. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell if you have already subscribed, and if you have already done that, thank you very much. Love you all to death, and I'll see you guys in the next video stream of what. Okay, it's gonna be, the next stream is gonna be The Legend of Greg. Now that he's the welterweight champion, I wonder what lies left. What is left for him? He's pretty much accomplished everything. What is left for the dude? I do not know. All right then. So I'll see you guys in like another 8 hours, 7 hours. Yeah. Once again, love you all to death. Thanks for all coming on the stream. Genuinely, thank you guys. And yeah. Arrivederci.